This is the review for Chapter 2 test. First, we need to use graphing the slope-intercept form. So we have to solve for y. So to solve for y, we're going to subtract 2x on both sides. So negative y is equal to negative 2x minus 4. I have to divide everything by a negative 1. And basically, the shortcut when you divide everything by a negative 1 is it changes the sign. So that's a positive 2x plus 4. So this is in slope-intercept form. Always identify your m, and I'm going to put this over 1 because I'm going to plot my points using rise over run. My b is 4, which is the ordered pair 0, 4. Plot 0, 4. Now make sure I already have the x and y axis already labeled, but if they're not, you need to do so. My rise, I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Do it again, up 2 over 1. Or I can go down 2 and backwards 1. So there is the line. Notice the graph is going upward, and the slope is also a positive. Upward means it's a positive slope. Number 2, write an equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through the 2 points. First thing we have to do is we have to find the slope. Always write the slope, the formula. If you're going to use a formula, write the slope formula. So that's 4 minus a negative 4 over negative 3 minus 3. This turns a plus a positive, so that's 8 over negative 6. Always reduce your fractions and never leave a decimal in the denominator. So that's negative 4 over 3. Now I'm going to put it in the point slope formula. So that's x minus, I'm going to use the first point. 4 is equal to m is 4/3 times x minus a negative 3, which is plus 3. Now I'm going to do the distributive property. So that's negative 4/3 x. And negative 4/3 times a positive, that's a negative. Now if you need to go to the side and multiply, do so. Cross reduce, your 3's go away, so that just turns into 4. Add 4 to both sides, and you get y equals negative 4/3 x. That goes away. You can either write plus 0 or you don't even have to write anything at all. In other words, your b is your origin. Number 3, write the equation in slope-intercept form that passes through the x-intercept is 6 and y-intercept is negative 2. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put them in an ordered pair. The x-intercept is 6. That's the ordered pair 6, 0. The y-intercept is negative 2. That's the ordered pair 0, negative 2. I must find my slope by plugging into the formula. So that's 0 minus a negative 2, which turns into plus 2, over 6 minus 0. 0 over 2 is 2. 6 minus 0 is 6. So my slope is reduced down to 1/3. Now, do I need to plug it into the point slope formula? Remember that the point slope formula simplifies down to the equation of the line, where b stands for your y-intercept, which is always the ordered pair 0, b. So if you ever have an ordered pair where x is 0, that y is also your b. Is that given to us? Yes, it is, right here. Or the fact that it spells out y-intercept is negative 2. So that is your b. So all we have to do is plug in my slope, and my y-intercept is negative 2. And there's the equation of the line. Number 4, write the equation slope-intercept form that passes through a horizontal line through 3, 5. Remember, a slope of a horizontal line is 0. And the equation for all horizontal lines is y equals the y value ordered pair. If you couldn't remember that, you could always go to the side and sketch a little graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plot the point, and you know that a horizontal is a horizontal, goes across. So the equation is y equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little off, but you get the hang of it. Vertical line, all vertical lines have an undefined slope or no slope, same thing. And the equation of all undefined slopes is x equals the x value of your ordered pair. And again, if you couldn't remember, you could always go to the side and sketch a little graph. And vertical lines go up and down. Number 6, write in standard form. Remember, standard form is ax plus by is equal to c, where a and b cannot be a fraction and a cannot be a negative number. So we're going to first clear our, before we clear our fractions, we need to do the distributive property. So that's y plus 1 is equal to negative 3/4 x. Negative 3/4 times 3 is a negative 9/4. Okay, so that's y over 1 and 1 over 1. So I have to clear my fractions by multiplying each term by the least common denominator. The least common denominator is 4. So I'm going to multiply every term by 4. Here, when 1 is in the denominator, all you just multiply 4 times y and you get 4y. Plus 4 times 1 is 4 is equal to, the 4's cancel, so I get negative 3x. And here the 4's cancel, so I get minus 9. Okay, now I'm going to add 3x to both sides because my goal is to get the x and the y together. So that's 3x plus 4y plus 4 is equal to negative 9. Now I need to get the 4 over there. So that's 3x plus 4y is equal to negative 13. And there is the equation in standard form. Let's try another one. Oh, that should say equals right there. So I'm going to do the distributive property. And I get minus 3/2. I'm going to clear my fractions by putting this over 1 and this over 1, and I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So that's 2y plus 4 is equal to 1x minus 3. I'm going to move the 1x on the other side. I can subtract the 1x, and I can also subtract the 4 from itself and the 4 from the negative 3 all in one step. So that's negative 1x, or you could just say negative x, same thing, plus 2y is equal to negative 7. Now remember, a cannot be negative, so I have to multiply the whole equation on both sides of the equal sign by a negative 1. When I do that, the shortcut is it just changes the sign. So that negative 1x becomes a positive 1x, or positive x, minus 2y is equal to positive 7. And there it is in standard form. Number 8, write an equation of a line that passes through the point and is perpendicular to the graph. Okay, what we have to look at, let's first come up with the equation of this line. My B is right there at 1, 2, 3, at 4. Now I have to look, where does it cross again? It looks like you go up 2 over 1. That's what it looks like to me right here. I'm going to do it again, but I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go down 2, backwards 1. And when I go down 2, backwards 1, that's down 2 is a negative, and backwards 1 is a negative also. I'm going to do it again, down 2, backwards 1. I keep landing on the line every single time. So, I feel very confident that my slope is 2. So the equation of this line is y equals 2x plus 4. The equation I have to get is the one that goes through the point that's given to me, that little dot down there, that it's 1, 2, 3, this point right here at negative 4. So, and it's perpendicular. So my perpendicular slope is the opposite and the reciprocal. So that's negative 1/2. So I'm going to go to this point that's given to me at 1, 2, 3, 4, at the point 0, 4. Excuse me, at the point 0, negative 4. And I'm going to go down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2 again. Or I can go up 1 and backwards 2. And there is my line. Oops, I'm a little off. So the equation of this line right here is y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4. And if you notice, they are perpendicular. They form a 90-degree angle. So notice that this slope is 2, and this slope perpendicular is opposite and reciprocal. Number 9, write the equation line that passes through the point negative 2, 3 and is perpendicular to the graph. Well, here the graph, the equation is already solved. So the slope of this equation is negative 3/4. The perpendicular slope is positive 4/3. So if this equation wasn't already solved for y, you would have to do that. So now we're going to put it in the point slope formula. We're going to use this slope and this point. So that's y minus 3 is equal to, m is 4/3 because it's the perpendicular slope, times x minus a negative 2, which is plus 2. That's y minus 3 is equal to 4/3 x plus 8/3. Now we're going to add 3/1. And we're going to have to get a common denominator. We need to get a common denominator of 3, so we just need to change that to 9/3. So 18/3 plus 9/3 is 17/3. Number 10, write the equation line that passes through the given point and is perpendicular to the graph. Okay, here we have, again, we have to look at this graph. What is the slope? The slope of this graph is 2/3, up 2/3. Now, it doesn't say to find the equation of that line. It says find the equation of the other one. But if you want to give the equation of both lines, if you're not sure exactly which one they're asking, if you want to give the equation of both, that is fine. So the equation of this line, which is, I'm going to label that as line 1, b is negative 2. So the equation is y equals 2/3 x minus 2. Now, the equation that we have to find because it goes through this point right here. And remember, it's perpendicular. So the perpendicular slope is the opposite and the reciprocal, -3/2. So go to this point that's given, and we're going to go down 3 to the right 2. Do it again, down 3 to the right 2. Or up 3 and backwards 2. And there is your line. Of course, I'm a little off, just a tad. So the equation, my b for this equation is 4. So the equation is y equals -3/2 x plus 4. That is the equation of the second line. This is the equation that I want. If you put the equation that the first line that's given to you, that's fine. You don't have to, but that's okay if you did. Okay. Since we are going to miss school on today or tomorrow, whenever you're reading this, you're missing the daily quiz. The daily quiz, I want you to pause this recording, copy down these 4 problems, work these 4 problems on graph paper, then go to the next panel. Copy these 4 problems. Write the directions down too for each problem. I need the directions for every single one. Then, if you want to take a screenshot of your daily quiz with all 7 problems, if you need to do front and back, you can take a screenshot of it. I will have it graded so that you will know what you did wrong before the test on Wednesday. Thanks and good luck. If you have any questions, you can call or text me or email me tomorrow or today, Monday.